He was born a snake handler, and he'll die a snake handler. You're listening to Game Points with Matthew Ross on TSN 690.
Well, the first one I want to talk about is Elie Bouka. He's a DB, player, born and raised in Laval, played at Montmorency Cégep, and got recruited by the University of Calgary. Exceptionally great athlete, great person, really, really hard worker. And he actually tore his Achilles back in August in training camp. And we had NFL aspirations for him this year. Obviously, with the injury, it kind of gave us a setback. But, you know, throughout this whole process, the Arizona Cardinals were very, very interested in him since the beginning.
That was the voice of Sasha Gavami, who was a guest here on Game Points with Matthew Ross last week, talking about his client, Elie Bouka, who now joins us live, I believe, from Arizona, where he's attempting to make the Arizona Cardinals. He has been signed by them, so he's in camp. You can follow him, by the way, on Twitter as well, Elie Bouka. How you doing, Eli?
Doing awesome. How you doing?
Very good. Thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on heading to Arizona and joining the Cardinals organization.
Perfect. Thanks for having me, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the comment. I appreciate that.
Now, obviously, you're trying to come back as well from an injury. How is that going?
Doing very good. You know, the therapist here taking charge of my therapy. They're doing an awesome job. I'm really grateful to be here. You know, they're being very patient with my Achilles. They know I could be on the field right now, but they want to make sure that my Achilles is not only healed, but you know, when I get in there, you know, I'm comfortable and I'm confident. So you know, it shouldn't be too long, but you know, it's doing very well right now.
So take us through the past few days. You're a guy from Laval. You go to Calgary to play. You get sent obviously to Arizona after signing. What happens? You get off the plane. Did someone pick you up at the airport, or how did it all work out for you?
Oh yeah, you know, somebody picked me up from the airport. You know, we had a little bit an hour, you know, to kind of relax and then we went to the facility and all the draft picks and the signee. We had to go to the room and sign the paperwork and you know, give all your bank information, all that stuff, you know, and after that we just had a bunch of meetings, medicals and stuff like that, and we got our playbooks and everything. So it's minicamp just ended today, rookie minicamp. You know, it was a lot of information to throw at you the first few days, but you know, it's just to see, you know, how you handle all this information and how you're going to be able to respond when all the veteran comes. We meeting all the veterans tomorrow, so it's been a very good weekend, you know, and you know, I really like the environment. It's a great group of guys they signed, and you know, and we have excellent coaches here, so I'm excited.
Did you meet anybody that you kind of went, wow, it's I was looking forward to meeting this guy, and here we go?
Yeah, you know, yesterday I was grabbing food, and Ty was right by me, and he introduced himself. So Ty Matthews is a guy I really look up to playing football, especially when I switch positions. So, you know, I was grateful meeting him. He's a good guy. You know, he's a very intense guy, very knowledgeable of the game, so it'll be fun to learn from him.
We're chatting with Elie Bouka of the Arizona Cardinals from Laval, and certainly we're all excited to see him continue on with the Cardinals. Mo?
Elie, you've taken a very unique route, going from Montmorency to University of Calgary, now down to Arizona. You've been coached by Blake Nell, now Bruce Arians. People say Bruce Arians is a real player's coach. Can you describe to us what he is like so far in the first couple of days down in minicamp?
He is, you know, he's a very friendly guy, you know, off the field, you know. You say, what's up, baby, to everybody, you know, he's a nice guy, but on the field, it's business, you know, it's, he don't play favorites, you know, the best player plays, and, you know, and he gives everybody a fair shot, and that's what I really like about him. He sees everybody the same, and, you know, and that's important when you're, and then that's why you can see, you know, he's very, very successful, and treating everybody the same and making sure everybody's doing all right. And, you know, I really like his approach.
What's your biggest challenge, do you think? Is it getting up to speed with the playbook and learning the language of that playbook? Is it the physical aspect of getting on the field compared to some of the athletes you're going to be competing against? What do you think is your biggest challenge?
For me, the athletic component is not really something I'm worried about. It's mostly, learning all the terminologies, and also everybody has different terminologies. Every team has different terminologies and stuff like that. So, for me, it'll be that. It's I speak English as well, but sometimes I have to think a little harder when they speak to me. So that would be something that I'll have to work on. The defensive back coach plays a technique that's very similar to the one I played in Calgary. So I feel like I come in and I'm a step ahead, but learning the playbook is going to be something that I have to focus on. I haven't had a lot of downtime. Even the downtime I had to spend time in my playbook and make sure I knew that. So that'll be. It's challenging for every rookie. First year, regardless of where you played, it's a really complicated system. But I'll get it down.
Elie, I saw you here in Montreal for the 2015 East-West Bowl, and you dominated the one-on-ones with the receivers. Now, you're going to go up against Larry Fitzgerald coming up here. If you and Fitzgerald go up 10 times, how many balls will he catch on you?
He'd be lucky if he catches one. No,
wow.
I'll be honest with you. He's a very talented receiver. You look at his career; it's very, very good. Very good receiver. I saw him yesterday as well. As a big body. For me, he'll be really, really good to go against him and learn. He has a lot of experience playing that position, and for me, I don't even know if I'll go against him. Pretty much the first few weeks, but if I get the opportunity to go against him, it'll be real good, and we'll see how that goes. But I think that what helps me going against a bigger receiver like him is my size and speed. But all these receivers, especially Larry, he has had a lot of success because he's a very, very smart receiver. So we'll see how that goes for sure.
All right, and what about the fact that you're coming from a different country? Is that something that's come up in any of the conversations so far? And do you feel kind of like you're paving the way for others, that you're representing Canada or Quebec at all?
For me, being here is very humbling. I think the last time a defensive back from Canada signed was in 1995. So for me, I'm trying to come here and let these guys know that the Canadians can play football, and there's a lot of talent now in Canada, and they're acknowledging that, slowly. But I just want them to stop looking at Canadians like a little inferior, but respecting that we can play, and we have good coaching in Canada and good athletes, so we play against good talent.
Just wrapping up with Elie Bouka of the Arizona Cardinals. So how do the numbers work? Did they give you one? Did you get to pick one? How does that work?
I got number 30, so they just give you a number. You don't get to pick, and even the draft picks you didn't get to pick. So I think Robert Kimdichie got to pick his number, but the other ones, you pretty much take what you get. But it's my job to make that number mine now.
I like that. That's good attitude. What about special teams? Is that something you're excited to play on? Obviously, some defensive and offensive players would prefer to just stick with the offense and defense, but clearly that's something that you're going to have to pick up to give yourself more options.
Yeah, special team is a big part, of me coming here. For me, I'm going to have to adjust to playing on defense, but a special team, they believe I can contribute right away, as a gunner and on kickoff coverage, and they also like what I can do on the return game, so that, they really want to get me to a point where I can return, and, regardless of the time it'll take, but, that's something that the special team coach is very excited to have me, because they know I can contribute on special team.
All right, and finally, it's Mother's Day today. You may have family and friends listening. We're going to obviously have the clip online as well. Do you want to say hi to anybody?
Hey, I just want to say hi to my mom, first of all. That's the first person I called this morning to say happy Mother's Day, and that's something that somebody that played a major part of my life. She's always had my back, and just all the mothers across the world, they play an important role in everybody's life, and even their kids are other people's kids, and all the friends and family back home, and I was always thinking of you guys. So thank you for all your prayers and all your support.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time. I know it's been a crazy week for you, and we really appreciate it. The only question we have now, before we let you go, is: Are you gonna start to tweet more?
Yeah. My agent got me started on Twitter a little bit. It's a habit I have to pick. I'm already stuck on Facebook and Instagram, so now I have to pick that one up. But I'll definitely do that for sure. I'll mark that on my calendar after start tweeting. You're right. I'm not very a good tweeter, but I'll get on that. Why
don't you concentrate on the playbook? How about that?
Exactly. When I get that down, I'll probably start tweeting. Now my coach will be asking why am I tweeting instead of spending time on my playbook. But
all right.
Yeah, I'll get on it.
Okay, and again, best of luck. We know the CFL draft is coming up on Tuesday, but your priority obviously is to make it go down south. We hope to see you in some preseason games later in the summer. Congratulations, and we're going to follow you guys closely.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
All right, there you go. That's Elie Bouka from the Arizona Cardinals. Now, we were told off air, Eli. Mo continues to call him Elie. His agent originally said Elie, so I don't know, potato. I'm not sure.
He's a great kid.
I don't think he cares. That's the thing. No. This guy sounds like such a nice guy.
Infectious smile. Got to meet him last year at the East-West Bowl game at McGill University.
And you said he dominated.
Dominated the one-on-ones, was fantastic on the football field. We all knew he would have a chance at the NFL. He has it now, and because of that, I think he'll drop in the CFL draft. And look, the Alouettes are in need of younger Canadian DBs, and there are two Montreal products in this class. You have Elie Bouka, and if Anthony Thompson from LaSalle, Quebec, could very well be Alouette players if they look at the DB route in this draft.
Question is, will he ever play in the CFL? We'll find out.
Hopefully a long-term NFL career is what we all hope for.
Yeah.